What's good, everybody? I'm Lit, and I'm proud to say that videos are back on the main channel. Can I get a... Oh, yeah! Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
And I'm bringing it back with some heat. Talking about Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Episode 1, The First Turnabout. No voice acting. Gasp. Alright, gotta get my voice acting on. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. All right, hold on. Let me get the check. Boy, am I nervous. Right. It's Mia. Oh, hey, girl. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. Uh-oh. My life, everything, it's all over. Eh? Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die? Yeah. Nick! His name is Butts. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. But is it really Butts? My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Oh, this game is lit. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Oh, that's your best friend. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Y'all ain't never lied about that. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Anime noise. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Order! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report and covered the cover so many times. It's... Wait. No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. What is it then, Phoenix? I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed on the court's record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember, to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Okay. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy's autopsy report. Oh, it's Cindy. Time of death, 7:30, August 31st, 4 p.m. to 5. Oh, it was just a few days ago. Gotcha, Mia. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block. Cindy Stone, Your Honor. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue, the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The report accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Okay, so this is the thinker, the statue used as a blunt object to kill Cindy. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Uh-oh. Oh no, Larry, why are we gonna put him up to the stand? He even had the twitch in his cheek. Ahem. Mr. Butts, it's not true that the victim is it Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What is it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what do you... Mr. Butts? I just can't get over that. Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Passport added to the court record. Okay, cool. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Didn't know she had a sweet tooth. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer the question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Let's get him to stop from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I met her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Or when I meet her in the afterlife. Order. Let's continue with this trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly, stop him from answering. I mean, he has to be honest. I mean, if we stop him from answering, maybe we could get him to stop. Let's try that. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Wait, what? We don't want him to lie on stand. Well, she is like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, let's just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Egad. Order, order. Order, order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Frank who? Oh, the murderer! Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony? Okay. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Filth and lies. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Because I messed up. I should have told the truth. Frick. I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record, electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Mr. Wright, this is it. The real deal. Well, what exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. Alright, well, let's see. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. So she got home yesterday, the day before the murder. The building was out. The lights were out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. She was murdered from between 4 to 5 p.m. with this stinker statue. Cross-examination. Witness account. Alright, I was going door to door selling subscriptions and I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment and I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Alright, so we're just trying to find a contradiction right now. So I could go... Wait, what? So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? I didn't mean to do that. I just meant to press it. Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yep, because of the blackout. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. You didn't say that. Hold it. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Alright, what time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Okay, so he got that right. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. How can we confirm it was 1 p.m.? 1 p.m.? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Present what? What am I supposed to present to him? I have nothing to present. This, the time of her death? Let's try to present her time of death. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Oh, that's right, because she died at 4 to 5. So the contradiction is that he saw it at 1. Bruh. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, You are. Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright? Way to put him in the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Yeah, I see through lies. As many people lied to me. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, let's try again. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. It's a little, I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Let's go. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Was there a television? You didn't mention that earlier. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Yeah. How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. How do you know? Video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True. Right. I think the problem lies someplace else. We agree that you heard the time at the scene then? Alright. That's why you thought it was 1 p.m.? Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Why would she tape the program? Wait. If it was 1 p.m., the power was out from noon to 6 p.m., so there is no way the TV was on. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sowit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. You're still giving him a chance, Judge? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. You heard it, and you saw it, and then... There was a table clock in the apartment. Wait, there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Whoa. I know exactly what it is. It wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Hold it. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Yeah, you know what that is? Just have to cross-examine. Because the weapon was a statue of the thinker, and it's rather heavy. Objection! Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sweet. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes, I still do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sweet, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, he just threw his toupee at his face. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. Huh? Objection. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sweet heard was definitely this clock. In fact, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. Well, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. About 3 hours off. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sweet heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sweet, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Wait, did I lose? I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. Wait, what? There's nothing I can do about it now. Wait, we had all the evidence. Mia? Not so fast, Mr. Sowit. Huh? Mia, I mean Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes? Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. I mean, look at you. You're over there nervous. Okay, let's try to present the passport. It's the only piece of evidence I have besides the autopsy report, the statue, and the blackout record. So, let's try the passport. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad that day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Oh. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowit. Or should I say, Mr. Did It. Yeah.
Hey, this man just, I don't want to do this no more.
What is that? Did he just get rabies or something? Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! Hello, Larry, I set you free. Order. And with that, this court is adjourned. I don't know why I changed his accent halfway through the entire story, but that's dope. Turns out that Frank Sowit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. Alright, so this is what happened. After he left, Mr. Sowit let himself to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowit grabbed the nearest blunt object that he could find. Dang. I mean, she was cheating on you, Larry, but she doesn't deserve death. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew. Still can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Congratulations. thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've been a trial end on. Wait. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Whitney's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Oh... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. It's Larry, but cool. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. Really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Dang, this guy trying to pull a slick one on you, Mia. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Oh. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The Thinker. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Oh, y'all got a happy ending, that's cool. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. And the power of friendship in anime and ramen noodles, right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. On you, man? Alright. We'll drink to a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little song. Yeah, we can have a little chit chat, little powwow about how I became a lawyer now. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. Huh! Didn't know it then. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end.